Yeah, good morning, guys. So let's continue with a new topic, very important for your examination point of view at least. That is time of supply. Time of supply speaks about time of supply. Be careful. Now listen. Section 12 and section 13 speaks about this under CGST Act 2017. This video maybe will cover section 13. In the next video we'll cover section 12. With this chapter gets completed. With this chapter your 90% of syllabus also gets completed. टाइम ऑफ सप्लाई उसका मतलब क्या होता पहले समझो सर. पहले याद रखो व्हाट आर द स्टेप्स जनरली वी फॉलो इन जीएसटी. स्टेप 1, check whether it's a supply. If answer is yes, then we'll go forward. Answer is no, no GST. Step number 1. Step 2, if it is supply, calculate value of supply that is given under section 15. 15 mein we have subsections 1, subsection 2, subsection 3. 15.1 is the transaction value, 15.2 are the inclusions, and 15.3 are the exclusions. Then we find out the GST rate, whether it's a normal rate or composite rate. Then we find out the GST value, that is 2 into 3. Value assuming 100, GST rate assuming 18%, GST value will be 18. Fifth question will ask, who should pay that 18? To government. If you fall under 9(3) cases, 18 services, recipient will pay. If you do not fall under those 9(3) and fall under 9(5) ECO, 3 services, here 18, here 3, ECO will pay. If you do not fall under any one of these, then pays the supplier. Supplier will pay. The last question we are asking, when to pay, कब पे करना. ओके समझ में आ गया जीएसटी 18 रुपीस उंदी, समझ में आ गया सप्लायर शुड पे, बट द क्वेश्चन इज व्हेन टू पे. दैट वी विल लर्न इन अ चैप्टर कॉल्ड टाइम ऑफ सप्लाई. We have two sections. Section 12, section 13 will give me the answer when to pay GST to government. कब पे करना बोले तो in layman terms, the point at which liability arises. The point at which liability arises. Clear? When to pay. Section 13 speaks about time of supply for services and 12 speaks about time of supply for goods. Today we'll speak about time of supply for services. पहले सप्लाई है कि चेक करो. वो कौन सी सेक्शन में चेक करते हैं, वेदर सप्लाई है, सेक्शन 7 में चेक करते हैं. देन वैल्यू ऑफ सप्लाई फाइंड आउट करो, जीएसटी रेट फाइंड आउट करो, मल्टीप्लाई करो, जीएसटी आता. देन विल आस्क हु शुड पे. That also we understood. Now we are asking when to pay. That is called time of supply. Section 12, 13 will first start with 13. अगर ये लॉजिक समझ में आ गया, ट्रस्ट मी सर, द जीएसटी स्ट्रक्चर इज कंप्लीट फॉर यू. नो वन कैन टीच दिस वे. प्लीज कॉपी दिस प्रॉपरली. चलो कॉपी करो. स्टार्ट कॉपिंग प्लीज. थैंक यू. कर लिए कॉपी? Shall we start? Super. Now listen. After you will find the heading like this in your notebook. Concept of time of supply. It will be after reverse charge mechanism topic. I repeat, this topic will be after reverse charge mechanism topic. Today I'll cover only half part because I don't want to confuse. Next video I'll cover half part. Chapter over ho jata. Don't bother about the video duration, just bother about more the knowledge you are getting. Time of supply 12 and 13. 13 speaks of time of supply for services. Now before I start, I want you to make running notes also for this particular chapter, even though notes are given in your notebook. The first question we are asking, what is the time limit to issue invoice for services? What is the first question we are asking? Wapis bolo. What is the time limit to issue invoices if you are providing services? Next video we will cover time limit to issue invoice for in case of goods. Now government says case time limit. If you are a banking company or insurance company, you should issue invoice within 45 days from date of service of supply. Date of service of supply. If it is any other case, you have to copy this as it is. 45 days will become 30 days. Date of service of supply बोले तो nothing but date of completion of service. अब लॉजिक समझाता हूं मैं. Assuming you are an auditor, you are doing an audit of a client. Audit is completed. When do you say audit is completed? When you submit audit report to the management. That is called date of completion of service. Then you will have to give a bill to the client. Are you a banking, insurance, you come under any, because you're an auditor, you have to give the bill to the auditor, you have to give the bill to the client within 30 days from the completion of your service. If it's a banking company or insurance company, they have to give the bill within 45 days. But if you are any other case, you have to give the bill within 30 days from the completion of service. That is called date of service of supply. Copy this. Copy karo ye chalo. So if it's a banking company or insurance company, you should issue invoice within 45 days from the completion of service. Any other case, you should issue invoice within 30 days from the completion of service. चलो ठीक है. Now listen. Now listen. Now we are starting the important question which will be asked in exam section 13. Time of supply for services. Time of supply for services. उसमें lot of cases we have. We'll first cover the first case. FCM. FCM बोल तो forward charge mechanism, forward charge mechanism. Okay, now what is we are asking is, forward charge mechanism is the case where the supplier has to pay the tax to government. RCM बोल तो recipient play 995 ECO में ECO will pay, FCM बोल तो supplier will pay. Now we are asking, did the supplier issue invoice within 30 days or for banking companies 45 days? Answer can be yes, answer can be no. If answer is yes, time of supply TOS, from today for short form TOS, time of supply will be date of invoice or date of payment, whichever is earlier. If you have not issued the invoice within the due date, time of supply will be date of completion of service or date of payment, whichever is earlier. I have lot of examples to cover. I'll cover each an example properly. चुपचाप सुन लो पहले. Star mark, star mark. Short form is DOP, date of payment. Date of payment is equals to date of entry in the books of supplier. Payment entry, what I am receiving, date of payment and in the books of supplier or date credited in the account, bank account, whichever is earlier, whichever is earlier. Date of payment check करने के लिए this date or this date, whichever is earlier, I will take that. एक एग्जाम्पल देके समझाता, सुन लो. एग्जाम्पल आई गिव यू व्हेन आई डू द प्रॉब्लम्स. यू हैव 20 एग्जाम्पल्स. चुपचाप ब्लाइंडली कॉपी कर लो. देन विल स्टार्ट विथ फ्यू एग्जाम्पल्स. चल, केस 1, स्टार्ट कॉपिंग क्विक. I'll tell you how to calculate time of supply and I'll tell you the meaning of that also. उसका मतलब क्या होता, सुनो. पहले कॉपी कर लो सर. ब्लाइंडली कॉपी करो. I'll make you perfect in this. जल्दी स्टार्ट करो कॉपी करना. प्लीज स्टार्ट कॉपिंग लास्ट 1 मिनट. पूरा वो कॉन्सेप्ट समझा दे तो मैं पहले लिख लो चुपचाप. ठीक है, चल. Now let us understand what does this mean with few examples. चुपचाप सुनते जाओ, चुपचाप सुनते जाओ. Listen. हाँ, leave 3 pages, then you will copy what I mean, because the 3 pages will cover the other cases. Will cover other cases. So leave 3 pages and you will copy this what I am giving. Okay. Come to question number 11, page 119. Find time of supply. This we are doing under case 1 case, that is FCM. Question number 11, page 119. Quick please, please jaldi karo yaar thoda aaj. 8 cases are given. We have to find out the time of supply. Okay, chalo, now listen. Case, everyone please keep on checking your material. Case 1, it's given time of actual provision of service, bracket में date of completion of service, यहाँ लिखो bracket में date of completion of service. We are on page 119 please. Date of completion of service, date of completion of service कितना है? 10th November 2017. 10th November 2017. Don't copy, सुनते जाओ पहले. Completion date is given. Next date, date of invoice 30th November 17. Next date, date of payment. One date is given, you take that. 15th 12/17. ठीक है. Assuming this as A, this as B, this as C. We have to find out the time of supply. चुपचाप लॉजिक समझो. अब when did audit example याद रख लो. When did I complete the audit? 10th November. I should issue invoice within 30 days. Did I issue invoice within 30 days? Time limit lo issue chesinana. Issue within the time limit. Answer is yes, I issued within 30 days. 10th 11 में audit हुआ. I issued the bill on 30th. Yes, I issued within 30 days. Then time of supply will be, check करो यहाँ. Yes, I issued within 30 days. Date of invoice, this value B. Date of payment C. B or C, whichever is earlier, which is equal to, which is earlier sir between these two dates? 30th November and 15th December. 30th November is earlier. That is time of supply. अब इसका मतलब क्या होता बोले तो, इसका मतलब ये होता, if the invoice amount is 100 plus 18, audit fee is 100 plus 18, time of supply we got is 30th November. Leave the date, month is important, November, month is November. So time of supply is November. I have to pay the tax by next month 20th date. Assuming a December आया, I should pay the tax in 20th January. assuming ये April आया, whatever is that, this date we are not bothered. You write the answer this only in the exam, but month is important. November आया, I should pay the tax by next month 20th day. ये April आया 20th May, June आया 20th July, July आया 20th August, November आया, I should pay the 18 rupees to government by 20th December. That is the logic. Find out time of supply. We found out the time of supply is November month. I will pay the tax by next month 20th. That's called when to pay to government. Case number 2. Case number 2. अब यहाँ देखो सर, I'll cover one more. Case number 2. Check करो. 10th November, 30th November, 15th November. अब बोलो, did I issue the invoice within the time limit? Answer is yes. Then date of invoice or date of payment, whichever is earlier, date of payment is earlier. So B or C, whichever is earlier, will give me 15th November 2017. Am I clear? Am I clear? Clear. Ab remember this point. Listen, you need not copy. If you want to copy, you can copy. Answer already है यहाँ पे. अब एक point लिखो, समझो. If there are two date of payments, if there are two date, for example, मैं bill दिया 100 plus 18. He made the payment in two installments, 60 rupees separately, 40 rupees after some time. So if you are getting payments in two installments, you have two time of supplies. If you are getting payment in three installments, you will have three time of supply. You are getting installment in one amount, one installment, one time of supply. अब देखो क्वेश्चन में, केस 3 में क्या चेक करो. Date of invoice is 10/11, 30th November 17 and 15/11/17. उसमें point A, point B, another part you received on 10/12/17. Clear? These two will remain same. These two will remain same. Chalo, now listen. When did the service get complete? 10th November. I issued invoice on 30th. Is it within 30 days? Yes. 10th November, issue within 30 days? Yes. Then answer is B or C, whichever is earlier. B or C, whichever is earlier. So invoice date or payment date? Payment date is earlier. अगेन नवंबर आया, इसका टैक्स आपको 20 दिसंबर को पे करना पड़ता. 30 नवंबर और 10 दिसंबर. 30 नवंबर आया, अगेन नवंबर आया, यू हैव टू पे द टैक्स बाय 28 दिसंबर. सिंपल सर. Yes, if you issued within 30 days, invoice date or payment date whichever is earlier. If you have not issued within 30 days, completion date or payment date whichever is earlier. Now try to do the fourth one. Chalo. Again fourth में you will have A and B. Start doing. आप मेरे साथ करेंगे तो easy रहता सर आपके लिए. Start doing. Fourth one and fifth one दोनों करो. चलो. Fourth one and fifth one दोनों करो. चलो. 1 minute I am giving you. Start. Please start doing the fourth one and fifth one. When there are two date of payments, you will get two times of supplies. ठीक है. So the answers are for the fourth one. First answer is 6, 11, 17, then 9, 11, 17. And for the fifth one, 6, 11, 17, 16, 11, 17. Once you write the dates, we will consider the month, then all are November. You have to pay the tax on that by 20th of the following month, 28 December. Is the first 5 cases clear, please? Yes or no? Tondarga loudly bolo. Yes or no? Yes sir. Okay. Now come to the 6th category. 6th one check karo. Date of completion is 10/11. Date of invoice is 12/12. And payment is 5/11. I completed my audit on 10th November. I issued the invoice to the client on 12th December. Is it within 30 days? Yes or no? No. So if you have not issued the invoice within 30 days, no. Time of supply is completion date or payment date, whichever is earlier. Completion date bole to this date. Payment date bole to this date. So you now will not take B or C. Now will take A or C, whichever is earlier. A is 10th November, C is 5th November. So answer will be 5th November. Answer will be 5th November. Once again, if you issued within 30 days, date of invoice, date of payment, whichever is earlier. Issued after 30 days, date of completion of service or date of payment, which is earlier. If payment में 2 dates are given the problem, date of payment enter in the books, my books, or date of credit in my books, whichever is earlier. That he will not give. Date of payment याद रख लो आप. Clear. Now do the 7th and 8th case. Again 7th में you have 2 parts. You know how to do. And the 8th one. Chalo, start doing and check the answer from here. 7th part, 8th part answer are here. You will check. Once you check, once you complete, then read this once again. Date of payment, if 2 dates are given, I'll tell you when the 2 dates will be given later on, then we'll take these 2. अगर एक ही date दिया तो take that date only. 2 dates दिया, when will be given, I'll tell you later on. चलो, now do that 7th and 8th bit quick. Under question number 11, page 119. Question number 11, page 119. Start doing. Chalo. Please check. Once again, if it's a forward charge mechanism concept, time of supply for services will be if the invoice issued within 30 days or 45 days for banking and insurance. Yes. Date of invoice, date of payment, which is earlier. No. Date of completion of service or date of payment, which is earlier. Date of payment में only 2 dates if given in the problem. Date of payment received entry or bank entry, which is earlier. ऐसा याद कर दो, 2 minutes में होता concept. ठीक है. This completes question number 11. Please come to question 12 now. Please come to question 12. Page 119. Page 119. Sure. रीड द क्वेश्चन देन आई विल स्टार्ट. ये पढ़ लो एक बार, देन आई विल स्टार्ट. जल्दी पढ़ो. चलो पढ़ लिए. वॉट एवर आई एम आस्किंग प्लीज आंसर. व्हेन वॉज द इवेंट कंडक्टेड. इवेंट कब था? इवेंट था 10/11/2017. मैरिज इवेंट 10/11. व्हेन डिड आई इश्यू द इनवॉइस. इनवॉइस वॉज इश्यूड, चेक करो, on 28 December 17. I am running a hotel. Someone booked my banquet hall for marriage function. Marriage function was on this date. I gave them the bill on 28 December, but I got the payment in 2 installments. First I received half payment on 25/7/17. Second payment I received on 25/12/17. Am I clear with this? Now, did I issue the invoice within the time limit? Is it within 30 days I gave the bill? 10 November बोल तो 10 December तक दे देना था, अब दिए 20 December. Answer is no. If answer is no, then the time of supply will be date of completion of service or date of payment, which is earlier, A or C, whichever is earlier will give you 25/7/17. These two will again remain same here also, 10/11/17, 20/12/17. Again it is no, so we have to check these two categories, A and C. C is earlier here, A or C. Here A is earlier, so answer in the second case will be A or C, whichever is earlier will be 10/11/17. I told you one of the easiest topic for your syllabus is time of supply if you understand logically. Here which month? July month. I have to pay the tax on that whatever I received by 20th August. This month is November. I have to pay the tax by 20th December. You can check, answer is also given here also in your notebook. So these two problems are done from my end. Confirm. Clear? Continue kare? Yes or no? Okay, sure. I told you to leave 3-4 pages because till now we covered only the first case. Now we'll cover few more cases. Case 2. I told you to leave place please. Case 2. Time of supply for services if it is an RCM case, both falling under 9(3) cases. RCM में where recipient pay GST and FCM में supplier pays the GST. So here we are asking when should GST. Now 9(3) says okay, recipient should pay. Now recipient is asking government when should I pay, कब pay करना वो tax. This concept will tell me कब pay करना. This concept will give me the month. वो month will get by next month 20th date I have to pay the tax. Here time of supply is equals to point 1 61st day from date of invoice. Point number B, date of payment to supplier. Date of payment entry to supplier. Number C. Date on which payment date of which payment to supplier. Once again, 61st date from date of invoice, date of payment to supplier, that is on which date my bank account got debited, debit to my bank account, or date of entry. Date of payment entry in the books of the recipient. Date of payment to supplier, all three dates, whichever is earlier. 61st date from the date of invoice. Okay, यहाँ क्या होता, bill amount will be 100 plus 0 100, recipient will pay 100 to supplier, recipient will pay 80 into garment, 80 into garment. This is the bill given by supplier. Bill to supplier नहीं देता in any case. Now government says, whenever supplier gave the bill to you and you are liable to pay a 9(3), 61st date from that invoice ले लो, and when the recipient pays 100, that date you take date of entry when I'm making the payment, and date of payment of entry when my account is debited, whichever is earlier. Okay, 61st date from the date of invoice. I made the payment today to supplier through check. I'll record in my books of accounts today's date and give the check. He will go to my bank and deposit. His bank and deposit. It will be debited to my bank account 3 days later. So today's date or 3 days later. Today's date is called date of payment entry, and after 3 days is called date of payment to supplier, which is debited to my bank account, whichever is earlier. Whichever is earlier. एक एग्जाम्पल देके समझाता, सुन लो पहले एग्जाम्पल. डेट ऑफ इनवॉइस समझो 1/1/2019. ओके, recipient made the payment through check, on 1st April 19, made the payment to supplier through check on this date. Bank account got debited of recipient on 4th April 19. So now rule says time of supply will be 61st day, add 61 days to here, 31st, 30 ऐड करे तो 31 जनवरी हो गया, प्लस 28 ऐड करे तो 28 फरवरी हो गया, प्लस 3 3rd March 2019. I have added 61 days to this. Number B. When did I make the payment? 1/4/19. When did the payment got debited in my bank statement? 4/4/19. All the 3 dates, whichever is earlier, gives you 3/3/19. One date is a date on which मैं check दिया and recorded in my books of accounts. One date on the date on which that payment got debited to my bank statement, or 61st date from invoice, whichever is earlier. Clear? Copy this. This date of payment entry is the called date on which I gave the check and recorded in my books of accounts. Date of payment to supplier debit to bank account is called the date on which my bank account got debited. Okay. BOA means books of accounts. चलो start करो जल्दी. ठीक है, clear? Now let us do few problems on this. Page number 120, question number 14. Page number 120, question number 14. Page number 120, question number 14. Be careful. Rajesh of Assam received some taxable services from L'Oreal Enterprise of UK. And then Rajesh from Assam, service recipient is from India. L'Oreal Enterprise, service provider outside India. This is an RCM case. You can check in those 18, one service will be there where provider is from non-taxable territory and recipient is from taxable territory. Invoice date is 1/12/17. So now, date of invoice given 1/12/17, case 1, case 2, because 2 cases are given. Date of payment, 2 cases, 1/1/18, 5/3/17. Okay, but only if one date of payment is given, there is no confusion. You take that date of payment only. Now, this is B. Now we have to find out the 61st day from date of invoice, which will become A. Then time of supply will be A or B, whichever is earlier, because generally two payment dates will consider, but the question give only one payment date, but it has two cases. It's separate, we have to consider. Now let us start. We'll find out 61st day. 1st December को 1st December निकाल दो. December में have balance 30 days. 30 बोल तो we reached up to 31st December. We want more 31 days. So it will be 31st January 2018. That will be your 61st date from this date. This or this, whichever is earlier, 1/1/18 in the first case and 31/1/18 in the second case. But in the exam you have to find out it's an RCM concept. So 18 services may, if it's an RCM, then this rule. What if it's not RCM? FCM will apply. We should check within 30 days, not. If yes, date of invoice or payment which is earlier. If not, date of completion of service or date of payment which is earlier. If RCM unte, this all this nonsense will come into picture. Please check. We'll do 15 also. Page 120. We'll do 15 also. Page 120. Date of invoice. You can read the question, I'll not read. 1/8/17. Date of payment 15/11/17. Time of supply. Again we have to calculate 61st day from date of invoice. So now August में 31 days, one is already completed, so 30. We have reached up to 31st August. Plus September 30 days, 30th September. Plus 1 day, बोल तो 1st October. You just add from this date 61 days. So this or this, whichever is earlier, 1/10/17. You can check the answer. All this will apply if RCM concept comes into picture in case of time of supply for services. ठीक है, this completes case 2. Case 3. I told you, we have a lot of cases. We are in, I hope you left space. Case 1 was forward charge mechanism. Case 2 is reverse charge mechanism. Now we are in case 3. We are in section 13 first of all. Time of supply for services. Okay, case 3. That is called voucher exchangeable for services. Voucher exchangeable for services. उसमें 2 case time of supply. सुनते जाओ. Supply, let me write first, then I'll give you example. Is ascertainable at the time of issue of voucher. Supply is ascertainable, is not ascertainable at the time of issue of voucher. Time of supply in this case will be date of issue of voucher and date of redemption of voucher. ना इसका मतलब समझो सर आप. Example, I went to PVR cinemas to watch a movie. There was some lucky draw going on. I gave that my number. I got a 500 rupees coupon. I got 500 rupees coupon, and it says with that 500 I can buy popcorn or soft drink only. Case 1. Here same, I got 500 rupees pop coupon, and he said you can buy anything. Anything बोल तो popcorn, soft drink, coffee, pizza, chaat, anything. That this is called ascertainable. I know what I can get. I can get popcorn or soft drink only. This is called not ascertainable because I can buy anything. So when they give 500 rupees coupon, who will give? PVR, and that is ascertainable because I can buy only popcorn and soft drink. Time of supply is the date on which they give the voucher to me. Or if they say 500 coupon, I can buy anything, then time of supply will be the date on which I use the voucher. I got the voucher now, but I want to use after 3 months. I use after 3 months. That date will be called time of supply, redemption of voucher, issue of voucher. Issue is today, redemption is after 3 months. If it is ascertainable, popcorn, soft drink, this, anything, this. One more example. Shoppers Stop. I got a voucher. It said you can buy 500 rupees of worth of clothes. Ascertainable. You can buy 500 rupees of any product. Clothes, watch, shoes, socks. That's called non-ascertainable. Ascertainable, I can buy only specific products. Non-ascertainable, I can buy any product. Ascertainable, time of issue of voucher. Not ascertainable, time of date of redemption of voucher. Copy this please. सर ये सब आपको यहाँ मिल जाएगा, इवन तो यहाँ है. So I am asking you to copy. Please copy. चल ठीक है. Now listen. Question, page number 118, question number 9. Please copy this. Pause the video if it's not done and then copy. I'll do this. The company has purchased for its customer 100 vouchers dated 24/7 worth 1,000 each from ABC, a footwear manufacturing company. The vouchers were issued by ABC Limited on 25/12/17. This is called date of issue of voucher. This is called date of redemption. Footwear company gave the voucher. Can I buy soft drink from that? No. It is ascertainable that voucher can be used only for footwear. Then time of supply will be date of issue of voucher. That is 25/12/17. Question number 10b. Miss Reena purchased a gift voucher from Shoppers Stop worth 1,500, gifted to her friend on the occasion of her birthday on 4/11/17. her gift encash the same on 1118 for the purchase. This is called date of issue. This is called date of redemption. It is a gift voucher from Shoppers Stop. You can buy anything from Shoppers Stop. Question is silent, so it's unascertainable voucher. Then if it's unascertainable, the time of supply will be date of redemption. Redemption is 1118. That should be the answer. Question 10A cancel करो. Ascertainable बोलतो you know for what purpose you can use. Non-ascertainable you can use for any purpose. For example, I go to a spa center, O2 Spa, a saloon. He gave me a voucher of 500 and he said this is only for spa. Ascertainable. He says you can use this for any purpose: spa, cutting, shaving, face massage, back massage, foot massage. Non-ascertainable. Ascertainable है तो date of issue of voucher, non-ascertainable है तो date of redemption of voucher. Okay, so that is the case. So now we have completed this case 1. Case 2, reverse charge completed. Case 3, voucher exchangeable for services completed. This is not relevant. This is not, just for knowledge. ये नहीं पूछता. Next is continuous supply of services. Refer next page. Refer next page. Continuous supply of services, important for MCQ. Now listen, पहले logic समझा देता हूँ. It will take 2 minutes time and then wind up the video. Continuous supply of. Continuous here means more than 3 months. When a service provider is providing you services continuously for more than, it is called continuous supply of service. I am a bank account holder of ICICI Bank from last 10 years. If I have any problem, I can even contact them 24/7 by toll-free number. I can withdraw money from ATM whenever I want. That is called they are providing continuous supply. You are appointed as an internal auditor for 12 months. You will give internal audit for the next 12 months. Is it more than 3 months? Then you are called, then it is said that you are giving or you are providing continuous supply of service. If you are providing services for more than 3 months continuously, it is called continuous supply of, provided you are getting the payment on periodic installments. For example, I will submit the bill every month for internal audit and he will give the payment. So if I am providing services and I am giving the bill on periodic basis, it can be monthly, it can be quarterly, it can be half yearly, then it is called continuous supply of services. I have a postpaid connection of Airtel. He is providing service from last 10 years. Then Airtel can say that I am providing to Raunak continuous supply of services. Now if I have postpaid connection, will he send me the bill? Will he send me the bill? That is called time limit for issue of. That is the bill. Here invoice bole to Airtel will submit the bill. First case, where the due date of payment is ascertainable from the, when I took the Airtel postpaid connection, he said you have to make the payment by 15th of the following month. By August month का बिल 15 सितंबर को पे చేయాలి. नवंबर का बिल 15 డిసెంబర్ వరకు పే చేయాలి. Now the question is, November month అయిపోయింది. First he will give the bill, then I will make the payment. When should he give the bill? Government says నీ due date ఏంటి? 15 December. He should give you the bill before 15 December so that you can make the payment by 15th. where the due date of payment is, I know I have to make the payment by 15th of the following month. Date of issue of, on or before the due date of payment. If I have to make the payment by 15th December, he have to give me the bill before 15th December. Airtel postpaid connection on or before 15th of next month, the date of invoice will be before 15th. Where the due date of payment is from the customer. Airtel says this will not happen, you pay whenever you want. Acha. Auditor says to the client, you pay whenever you want, I will give the bill, you pay whenever. That is called not ascertainable from the contract. In that case, date of issue will be on or before receipt of payment. But what is continuous supply of services? If you are providing services for more than 3 months under a, and you are giving bill on periodic installments, that is called continuous supply of service. Where the payment is linked to completion of event. Bole to, I am an event manager, I have to handle your marriage and you are having functions for 6 months. So I will provide you services for 6 months. It is continuous supply of service, and you tell me you complete 6 months mein 6 events are conducted. You tell me you complete one event, take some payment. You complete one event, take some payment. That is called where payment is linked to completion of event. Then the date of invoice will be on or before the date of completion of that event. But what will I do? I'll complete the event today. By evening, I'll have to give the bill to you. Next month, I'll complete the event. Again evening, I'll make the bill. इतना important नहीं है ये. Definition can be asked in the exam for MCQ purpose or 3 marks definition. What do you mean by continuous supply of service? This problem I'll take up in the next video, but ये complete कर लो and complete this chart properly. Read this chart properly, followed by this. This I will be taking up in the next video, followed by time of supply for goods. With that, time of supply also will be complete. Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.